तो फिर काहे बनाई गाना? Exactly. That's true.
Hello, sir.
Part one. Yeah, hello, Nikhil. You see, hold this, or you can if he doesn't know about it. So I was saying that, this experience I've had 2, 3 times with 2, 3 people. There was this Prince Bhaiya, Prince. He's in Hyderabad. He was in which school? In Varanasi, there is a school, Kashi Vidyapeeth, something. Varanasi, Kashi Vidyapeeth. Yes, exactly. So he was also, very young when he first joined my class. He was in class fifth or sixth. He was preparing to go there. Kashi, yeah, Kashi Vidyapeeth. Vidyapeeth. Yeah, that's the school, Kashi Vidyapeeth school. And it's not an easy school to get into. You have to qualify an entrance exam and all. So ever since he's been in touch. And yeah, I feel very happy and lucky that I have got an opportunity to be with students like this for such a long time. Normally, when you run classes or coaching classes like this, however, I don't consider my class a coaching class. Yeah. It is not a coaching class because I don't teach syllabus for any particular class. That's why. And this is the reason that I am kind of ignoring the government's, uh, directive. Yes. They are asking us to get a registration. I don't know what kind of registration I need. Why would I need a registration? I'll have to
teach English.
Yeah, but again, teach English. But I'm not teaching your class, school or college, courses. I'm teaching. Okay, if I start teaching Italian, what will they ask me to get a registration? If I start teaching Spanish, will they ask me to get a registration? If not, then why would they ask me to get registration for teaching English? And I'm not teaching their class material. I'm not taking any students in class 6th year who will go to class 7 next year, and the responsibility is on me because I have my own private syllabus and I teach at my own pace. Who are you to interfere into this? You can always ask for the income tax. That's all. You can make questions about tax, whether I'm paying the taxes properly or not. That's it. You're welcome to do any inquiry, but I'm not going to surrender to this demand that I need to get a registration. I will not consider it an institute coaching. There is no banner poster like this. Okay. And I don't qualify this institute as a coaching. Hello, Shahid.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Faizan. Oh, look at Nikhil's photo. Is this Nikhil?
Yes, sir. It was like when, like, it is 6, 7 years ago, like 8 years ago.
3 times you said like. 3 times. Let me tell you, this is not going to reflect very well on your linguistic skills, language skills. When you are in an interview or somewhere, you're not supposed to use like in the middle of the sentences. It is only okay with teenagers because they are building their language skills. If you listen to any successful person speaking, one thing you will notice is they do not use expletives. There is a term expletive. What are expletives? Expletives are those words and phrases which you insert in the sentence just to fill the gap. They do not contribute to the meaning. His like did not contribute to the meaning, right? Used like 3 times, so like is an expletive. Now, What are you going to do about it?
So I had to
Nikhil,
say like it is off. I did not say like I said now.
You said
Oh
said
my God.
every time he says like, every time Nikhil says like, he will have to give me 1 rupee.
I think he want to say I would like to say.
Okay,
Oh.
you think,
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
he wanted to say?
I would like to say.
No,
Acha.
no, no. That I did not like.
How
What
do you
I'm
not?
saying.
Aman
Okay.
thinks you are going to say that it must be true. Yes, Aman, right. What made you think?
Yeah, its context was getting trapped.
Because the word like is there, so you think he was going to say, I would like. What made you think he was going to say, I would like? If you were not my student, I would not have a conversation with you. What does that mean? What did I say?
I said if you're not my student,
If you were not my student, if I knew you any other way, I would avoid talking to you. What does that mean? Why would I do that? Because I would get a feeling that this guy doesn't understand what I mean, so I would not have a conversation. You talk to those people who understand what you're saying. If somebody doesn't understand what you're saying, you don't want to talk to them because it's a waste of time. And if they say something that doesn't make any sense at all, why would you talk to them? So just your only saving right now is the fact that you're speaking English and I'm speaking English. If I switch to Hindi and I say, आपको क्यों लगा कि वो I would like बोल रहे हैं? ऐसा क्या था वहां पे? आपको ये क्लू देने के लिए वो I would like बोलने वाले थे? वो कुछ और बोल रहे हैं, आप क्यों पहुंच गए वहां? I would like कैसे? पूरी रिकॉर्डिंग है जो बोले वो, इसको कल प्ले किया जाए, ठीक है? और आपसे पूछा जाए क्या रीजन है, आप अभी बताएं क्या रीजन है कि आपने सोचा वो आई वुड लाइक बोलने वाले हैं, और उसमें से आई और वुड गायब हो गया, खाली लाइक निकला उनको मुझसे। इसको कहते हैं कैच फ्रेज, इंसान डेवलप कर लेते हैं हैबिट्स, ओके, एंड लाइक आई सेड it doesn't reflect very well on your language skills. If anybody uses too many expletives, then it doesn't reflect well, it doesn't make them look like confident speakers. So all of us try to minimize the use of expletives. 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 We all need to minimize. I have the habit of using expletives like, so I try to minimize it.
Okay, so
Okay.
basically, if I wanted to say like this photo is 5 years. Again, I told like.
he's
Then
so used.
Don't even notice
then
that he's saying.
then I have to listen this recording today. Okay, so I was saying that if I
अब देखो क्या
wanted to say that this photo is 6 year older or 7 year older, whatever that is. So, is it correct way to say like this is of 5 year ago, 5 years ago?
This photo was 5 years ago. Yeah.
This photo was 5 years ago. Yeah, it is correct. But this is this picture is of 5 years ago, like
Now
5 साल
that's
पहले
Hindi.
का है. Yeah, okay,
You're
yeah,
speaking
that's
Hindi.
what I wanted to know. Okay, okay. So basically, yeah.
I want to say, Nikhil,
Mhm.
you have never been taught grammar of English the right way. Okay. When I
Yes,
say
yes.
grammar of English, it means which words can be put together and which words cannot be put together. Of is a preposition. It
Mhm.
comes between two nouns or noun equivalents. Sometimes it is part of a fixed expression. That's another thing. But for the function, when I say I'm afraid of dogs, afraid is an adjective, not a noun. So it's a fixed expression. You can do nothing about it. You don't need to think about that of, why and how, nothing. Just say, I'm afraid of dogs. Just a tradition, just a custom that you have to follow. It doesn't give any literal meaning of the word of. Okay. But when you say the price of this phone, then you notice this price is a noun, phone is another noun. So two nouns cannot be put together just like that. You need something to connect those two nouns. You have prepositions sometimes there. Prepositions show the connection between two nouns or noun equivalent sometimes. Okay. So basic grammar rules, once you understand which words can be put together, you would not say this photo is of 2 years ago, because 2 years ago is an adverb. 2 years ago is an adverb. And now you're putting a preposition before an adverb. This photo is of 2 years ago. What is the connection? Yes, in Hindi you say it, 2 saal puran pehle ka photo hai. But in English it doesn't qualify the grammar. It doesn't pass the grammar rules. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yes, when you say this sentence, then people who know Hindi, they will straight away understand what you meant, because they will literally translate it into Hindi. But people who are not from your linguistic background, someone who speaks French or Japanese, will say, what do you mean this is of 2 years ago? What do you mean this photo is of 2 years ago? They might not be able to understand this. And another thing is, your language is Hindi, so you copied the word order of Hindi into English. You allowed the Hindi words, phrases to influence your formation of English sentence. Now imagine if somebody who speaks Chinese allows Chinese to influence their English. If somebody who speaks Italian allows Italian to influence their English, right? Then we will have a hodgepodge of language which won't be English. Nobody will understand each other. So you have to follow the standard English grammar to form sentences.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome, Saurav and Sahil. Let's start the class. The class has already started because we were talking about as if, yes, Adnan. Okay, take this, and these as well.
So basically, I logged in through Google today. So I saw this, like this is my Gmail picture.
No, Nikhil.
Oh,
Every day you have to just give me 1 rupiah for every like you say unnecessarily.
okay. So
1
now,
rupiah, not a lot.
okay. So now, knowingly, I'm going to say a sentence, and then I will see if I use like or not. So what happened that I logged in Zoom with my Google account, and this photo is there in my Google account. So it took from there. So is it the only option to change the display profile here, or we can directly put from anywhere else? We can browse and took any picture to the display picture.
I think you can put any picture you want from your drive.
Good evening, sir.
From your Google Photos. Hello, Guria. Hello, Mukarram.
Hello, sir.
You can put any photo you want, Nikhil. Any photo
Okay. Yeah. Got it, sir. I can put. I saw the options. Okay, so the deal is done. If I say like anytime, it will cost me 1 rupee to you.
Only one. Only one.
Yeah, yeah, because I say like, oh
Sir,
my
it is
God,
too noisy, sir.
I say a lot of times this like, so only 1 rupees per like, because otherwise it will cost me a lot.
Kaho Guria, you are brooming your room with the mic on, not realizing the mic catches every noise that you are making there, every noise, every piece of noise. Okay.
I think I am using like as a filler, sir.
Yeah, that's what I said. Expletive.
Mhm.
What did I teach? What are
Expletive.
expletives? Mhm.
Okay. Expletive. Okay, fine.
Fazan, did you understand what expletives are? Sarita, did you understand what expletives are?
Expletive, lots of what we are saying that which
Sir, actually,
not
I'm
want.
uh, in the office, sir.
Ah, I see. I see. I understand. Fine, no problem. Sometimes we use some words just as fillers, right, in the sentence. They do not contribute to the meaning of the sentence. They are called expletives.
I also have to be bit.
Am I
What?
audible, sir, or not?
Have to be fit within the word. I'm not saying that I want it. I'm just saying that I need to be fit.
Oh,
Yes, Sarita, loud and clear.
don't worry.
Can you give me some tips that do this, do
With
this?
your diet, just drink milk.
Yeah.
Milk is the best thing to drink
Yes, sir.
if you can digest milk. Okay, and a lot of protein. Protein is the what is that called? Building block of your body.
Muscle building block. Yeah.
Okay, so have protein. You cannot have too much protein. I don't think so. Like it is bad to have too much protein also, right? But I don't think Indians can have too much protein. Okay. The simple mathematics is you should have 1 gram per kilo of your body, per day. So if your weight is 50 kilos, 2 grams. Okay. So if your weight is 50 kilos, so you eat between 50 to 100 grams of protein every day. That's not an easy thing now to get 50 to 100 grams protein from the food that we eat. For that, we need to eat a lot of chicken, a lot of eggs, dal and milk. They are the only two sources we have for protein actually, if we are vegetarians. And I think you are a vegetarian.
No, sir. So soya also. Soya chunks.
Okay, soya. Yes.
Not 2 grams, sir. It was 0.2 grams per kilogram of your body weight. Weight of protein in grams.
No, as I know
Huh?
that it is 1 kilogram per like as per the body weight per kilogram we need
That's
1 gram
true. That's
protein.
true. 1 gram is minimum. 2 grams for those who are really trying to be very strong,
Yeah.
participate in bodybuilding.
In Olympia.
Right. So let's begin. What are we going to do today?
Everyday use. Practice book. Yeah, we were discussing on a audio file for project.
This is the same book.
This is the same Goya that you could study.
Same Guria, yes. This is. She got back recently, maybe about a month ago. She got back. She's got married. Yeah, she got married. She has a child now. Okay, and she joined the class a month ago.
Where is she now?
Where are you, Guria? Which village? Which city? You have Pavan sitting here in the class. Do you remember the little boy who was in your class, Guria, in the evening batch?
Yeah.
Guria, are you there? Guria isn't there.
Yeah, muted.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
I
remember?
remember.
Do you remember that boy, Pavan, young boy
Yes,
who
sir.
was class 8 boy? That time you were
Yeah,
in
I
class
know.
8
I
or
know
9.
little boy. His name is.
He is
Yeah.
here now.
But
Yeah,
little
yeah.
boy has grown up, Gudiya.
Yes, he's in now part one.
I want to see.
You want to see him? There you go. Yeah, of course. She can see you.
Now she has seen enough of
She has seen enough of you. Okay. He's feeling a little shy, Gudiya. Okay. So what are we gonna do? The main book or the practice book?
the main book.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's check the homework in the practice book, page number
29.
29.
Did I say correct? Enough of me. Enough of
Yeah, absolutely. She has seen enough of me now, please. Change the camera angle direction. Okay. Everyday English. Can you come for dinner? Can you come for dinner? Complete the conversations. One, would you
mind passing me the
mind passing the potatoes, please?
potatoes?
Right. Would you mind passing the potatoes, please? It's a very nice way to make a polite request. Would you mind passing the potatoes, please? No, not at all. Shall I serve you some in your plate? Shall I serve you some? Okay. That's plenty, thank you. So not only we said that, shall I serve you some? Actually did while saying, shall I serve you some? And that's plenty, thank you. That's plenty. Now,
Thank you.
that's enough. Enough means as much as we need. Plenty is more than what we need. That's plenty. That's, I think as a host, you want to hear that's plenty, not that's enough.
Yes.
Okay, when you are a guest and somebody serving you food, don't say that's enough. Say that's plenty. I hope you understand the
plenty.
logic why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
When you say that's enough, you're saying as much as I need. And when you say that's plenty, you are saying you have served me more than I need. So this is a compliment to the host, now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, number two, plenty and enough. The difference is clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sir.
Okay.
Anyone for
Um,
seconds?
And second.
Imagine that you need to go to the cinema and you have 100 rupees in your pocket and the tickets cost 30 rupees each. So you ask your friend, let's go to the cinema. He says, I don't have money to buy tickets. You say, don't worry, I have
I have plenty. I have plenty.
Okay. All right. Now, number two, anyone for seconds? No, thanks. I couldn't eat
Another thing.
another thing. No, thanks. I couldn't eat another thing. Three, has anyone got
Room for
Has anyone
room
got
for
room for more strawberry
cheesecake?
cheesecake? Yes,
Has
please.
anyone got room for more strawberry cheesecake? Which one? Cheesecake?
No.
More room. Okay. Has anyone got room? Room means a space. Space in your stomach. Okay. Has anyone got room for more strawberry cheesecake? Means pet khali hai? Chalega thoda. Yeah. You can use this in other ways as well. For example, you can say, where will you sit? There is no room here. Where will you sit? There is no room here. There is no space here. Empty space is called room. Okay. Okay. There is no room for error. There is no room for error. Means you cannot make mistakes here. Otherwise, there will be problems. There is no room for error here. Okay.
No room for saying like.
Yes, there is no room for saying like again without having to lose money. Okay. The problem is, Nikhil, I don't want to make you conscious. You speak the way you speak, but at the back of your mind, you should just know that maybe I should, because he noticed something. Nikhil doesn't realize he says like. 2-3 times. He used 2-3 times and he said, did I use it? He has to watch the recording to be sure that he has actually used it. Okay, so many times. So I think maybe next couple of weeks are going to be difficult for him. because he will be conscious.
Yes, sir.
And it's a very bad feeling, to be conscious because of anything. If anybody makes me conscious, I don't feel very good about it. So I try to avoid making other people feel conscious.
Yes.
You understand what
But
conscious is?
I
Like,
think, sir, this is totally worth for me because I need to be conscious because I speak so fast and the way I speak, like left the meanings.
1 rupee.
Here I can see. I don't you think here I can say?
You don't need it. You can say it
Okay.
in 5 times in one sentence, but you don't need it.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
filler. Why do you need a filler? How many
Okay.
times do you hear me using expletives? How many times do you hear me using them? Tell me.
Mm,
No, I do use them, but very
sometimes,
few.
like very few. Oh my.
This guy has no credibility in my eyes. I'm telling you. Okay, because he just butters me up. Okay.
There are some points that yes, sir.
Adnan, you're too good for that. Come on. Why do you do this? Okay. You should have said, I haven't heard very often instead of saying never. Say, I haven't heard you very often. That sounds better. More, I will say, believable
Realistic.
response.
Realistic.
Yeah. No, you just wanted to be, yes,
Butter.
minister.
Buttering.
Yeah. The thing is, you guys are so nice that I don't need your, flattering, your buttering at all. You guys are so nice already to me. Okay. So you can afford to be genuine and, straightforward with me. I won't mind. Like I'm straightforward with you. I told him today that if he were not my student, I wouldn't talk to him because he makes absolutely illogical, senseless remarks. Uh, Nikhil was in the middle of saying something. Yes. And he used the word like, just like it is his habit to use this word like. And he says, maybe he wanted to say I would like. What was the reason for him to believe that? He couldn't explain. He couldn't explain. He said, I think he wanted to say. I think मतलब मुझे लगता है लगने की वजह दीजिए ना लगने की वजह दीजिए I want to hear it. बस बस इतना ही जान लीजिए. If I could change somebody's IQ, I would be so rich, but that's not possible for me. So I can help you with your English. The rest is up to you. You have to work on yourself. I will definitely let you know that there is something that you need to do about yourself. Maybe other places you never realize that there is some work that needs to be done, but I will just let you know, but I won't do it for you. It's not for me.
Hello,
Next.
sir. Apologies for this. I have to leave this class right now because I have some immediate work.
No
Yeah.
problems, Nikhil. No problems.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Has anyone got room for more strawberry cheesecake? Yes, please. Seconds. No. Number three. Has anyone got room for more strawberry cheesecake? Because they have already eaten strawberry cake once, right? Can you understand that? Because the word is more. Has anyone got room for more strawberry cheesecake? Yes. It means they have already eaten strawberry cheesecake. Then B says, yes, please. Seconds for me. Seconds for me. Okay? It means I want a person. हिंदी बिहारी वर्ड पर्सन मुझे चाहिए. केक में पर्सन चलता है. हाँ, केक में पर्सन चलता है, नहीं चलता, लेकिन इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ पर्सन. Yes, Sarita.
Sir, can we say that yes, please, second round for me?
Second round for me? What? Are you drinking beer or something? Second round for me?
So we can't use round for food. We can use round for wine and beer.
You
Let me
can,
carry on.
you
I have
can,
very dirty
you
mind.
can. I am nobody to stop you. I am teaching you the use of seconds. You can. When I teach one thing, it doesn't mean I'm saying 9 other things that are possible there. They are all wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying seconds for me. Seconds is the second serving, right? It has been already established here. We have learned the phrase. So, Sarita, yes, you can say, yes, please, second round for me. That is all right. But we are learning seconds for me. So that's very much the same thing. By the way, let me tell you, I haven't heard a lot of people saying second round. I know where they say second round. They usually say it when they're having a drink. There are 4 or 5 friends and they're drinking. So they have the second round, the third round, the fourth round, and they use the word round there. They don't use the word seconds. So that's why I laughed and I made that joke that what you think you're having some beer or something? Yeah. Okay. So when you're having a meal, you don't say second round. 5, 6 people are sitting at a table. Okay, at the dining table. And then the host says, seconds for anyone? They will not say second round for anyone. They will never say that. Second round for anyone. Nobody will say second round for anybody. That's for sure. Okay. Second thing, most important thing, when you're learning a language, phrases like this are not imagined. You can put words together to convey meanings based on the grammar, but when it comes to conversational English, colloquial English, you learn what you hear. When you're writing an essay, you can put words together with your own imagination, following the grammar rules, absolutely fine. But when it is communicational English, conversational English, you follow the set phrases, the collocations that the people use. So second round, Sarita, have you heard somebody who speaks English using second round at the dining table?
No, sir. Just like everyone saying that second round in a drinking way, I heard it. Not in.
Indians use funny English, right? Their English should not be considered a standard at all. Next. Here you are. You've got the last slice. Now, A made it clear that don't ask for yeah, more. Okay, because you've got the last slice. Okay, here you are. You've got the last slice. Number 4. You pour me a glass of water, please.
Could you
You pour me a glass of water, please.
Okay. You know, the 9th class me would never have understood this sentence. Because pour me, pour I knew, pour means I knew, but pour me, pour water. Okay. Could you pour me a glass of water, please? Still or sparkling
sparkling?
Still,
or
please.
fizzy? Still, please. 5.
What is the difference between still and sparkling?
How would you like to?
I really don't see.
Okay, one of my students will answer this question. What is the difference between still water and fizzy water? Aman, you answer.
Fizzy water is soda water.
Fizzy water is soda water. Still water is normal water. Yes. So tap water is still water or fizzy water? Still water or fizzy water? Still water. We Indians usually drink still water. But high class people, they drink fizzy water. A lot of them. They don't like normal water, still water. Cold drink is different. There is sugar, added to it. When you are talking about Sprite and all other things, they are fizzy, no doubt. Nature-wise, they are fizzy drinks. They are fizzy drinks, but they are not fizzy water, because their water means it will be water. There will be no sugar added to that, right? Okay, next. Number 5. How would you like your coffee? How would you like your coffee? B says with
Well,
milk,
but no
but
sugar
no sugar
free.
free.
And
With milk,
have you
but
got
no
any
sugar.
decaf?
And have you got any decaf? Now, decaf is, coffee without caffeine. Caffeine content has been taken out, so that is decaf.
Yes.
Okay. Means caffeine has been taken out, so it is decaf. No, sorry.
I was listening audio,
Listening to
audio in which ladies say caffeine
caffeine.
hit.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I don't know because you are not giving me the sentence. It could mean very basic things, very simple things. Caffeine hits. Yeah, all right. So you have, how do you know that the phrase that you have selected, the word after this is not related to this? When you select something out, so a student read this sentence somewhere written. Now the student goes to the teacher and says, "8 all means." The student goes to the teacher and says, "8 all means, sir." The teacher says, "What do you mean, sir? I read a sentence in this. There was this word, 8 all. What does 8 all mean, sir?" Now, what's the problem here? The problem is the student couldn't decide what he should ask the teacher. He doesn't have an idea of a phrase. So are you sure that what you are saying, caffeine hit, that was the phrase? You're not making the same mistake that I just gave an example of?
Because
I think I'm asking you a very simple question. Are you sure that you're not making the same mistake that this child made, who went to the teacher and said, "Sir, 8 all means, sir"?
no, sir.
Are you sure you're not making this mistake?
No, sir.
You're not sure.
No, sir, I'm sure I'm not making this mistake.
Okay. So what was the sentence?
British love coffee. Every morning they have coffee hit. You forget.
And but you're confident that you're not making this mistake, even though you don't remember it. Okay, fine. So next time, bring that sentence. I'll help you. Okay. By the way, caffeine hit is when people drink coffee and the caffeine inside the coffee hits their brain. All right. So that is the caffeine hit. Okay. Now, put the words in order to make requests. Number 1.
Can you lend me
Can you lend
20
me 20 pounds? Can you lend me 20 pounds? 2.
Can I take your coat?
Can I take your coat?
Can I take your coat? 3.
Did you take
Will you give me the Wi-Fi password?
Sure. 4.
Can I have
another cup of tea?
can I have another cup of tea?
Very good. 5.
Can I have a glass of wine?
Can I have a glass of wine?
Can I have a
Glass
glass of?
wine.
Okay.
Seems so.
Now, I don't think it is a mistake at all if you guys didn't use the word house, okay? Because it's not about English knowledge, grammar, vocabulary. House wine is the wine that the place where you're having it has made. Okay, so people buy, wine and serve, and sometimes they prepare wine that is called house wine. Okay, it means that this wine is prepared by them. Understand? The one who is selling this, they have prepared this wine, so it is called house wine. Okay, can I have a glass of house wine? Okay. The house wine. Glass of the house wine. Can I have a glass of the house wine? Okay. Next.
So
Yes. Yes, Sarita.
in this sentence, there is a the.
There is a.
Have house I the.
I said, can I have a glass of the house wine?
Okay.
Can I have a glass of the
Wine.
house wine? Okay. Number 6.
Can you give me a list?
Can you give me a lift? Is that all? Can you give me a
Left.
Can you give me a lift home? Can you give me a lift home? Okay. Now, suppose you don't want to go to home. You don't want to go home. You want to go to school. Then what will you ask the person? Can you give me a lift to school? Because home doesn't take the word to, but school does. So you will say, can you give me a lift to school? Suppose you are going to the cinema.
Can you give
You are
me
going to some other place, bank. Can you give me a lift to the bank? All right, but home doesn't take the preposition to. So can you give me a lift? Home. Review section. Underline the correct words in the conversation. Good morning. Can I help you? Yes.
I would like some.
I'd like
I'd like
some grapes, please.
Please.
How much are they?
How much are they?
Are they?
How much
We
are
want to
they?
know the price. Remember that conversation we had with Nikhil the other day? That was a very, very interesting conversation. How much are they means? What's the price of the grapes? How much are they?
Price of the
अगर
grapes.
पूछना है कितने grapes हैं ये, quantity पूछना है, how many grapes are these or are they? All right?
Is countable or uncountable?
Countable, of course. Yes. Now, what was the question about?
I thought how much would be used because how much is
We are not talking about the quantity. This okay, were you present?
I understood the point that how much are they means what is the cost of the grade.
Right.
But my question was how much like if I want to know the quantity, I thought first that it is a countable, uncountable. So we should use much. But you said already, you have already said that it is an countable noun. So we should use how many.
But how? Suppose I give you a bunch of grapes.
Yes, sir.
And I ask you, Kego grapes, sir. Then what would be the English? Yes, exactly. Well done. Okay, thank you. Don't need to have any further conversation. Everything is clear to you. So how many grapes are there? Right? Exactly. Okay. However, intonation can be such that you can say, and how many are they in that bunch? And how many are they in that bunch? So intonation, how many grapes are they? All right, in that bunch. And so there are 60 in that bunch. And how many are they in that bunch? Okay, so it's possible to use without grapes because of the context and intonation. That's why I say learning English through books and grammar alone is not going to make you very confident. There will be so many doubts. I consider myself a very natural learner of grammar. I've been learning the third language now when it comes to grammar part, okay, Spanish and Italian, and I don't find the grammar challenging at all, right?
Yes.
English grammar didn't bother me. By the time I finished my high school, I didn't feel confused about the grammar, but I still had so many questions in my mind. Okay. Shabazz, I'm in the class right now. Can't talk. I'm in the class right now. I can't talk right now. Okay. So call me at 7:30. Okay, where were we? Nikhil is back. Nikhil, are you back? Yes, but perhaps he is busy. Okay. How much are they? £4 a kilo? Okay. I'd like number 3. Big bunch or a big bunch? I would like big bunch or a big bunch, please. A big bunch. I would like a big bunch, please. And do you have?
Do you have some bananas?
No, Mukarram. Any? It's a
Do you have any
question.
bananas? Yeah, yes, sir.
Question. Do you have any bananas? He says, I have only got
Only got a few.
just 3.
Just 3.
Okay, never mind. I need some vegetables too. Can I have
Some broccoli.
Can I have some
because
broccoli?
it's understand the difference. Do you have any is a question. Can I have some is a request.
Request.
Okay. Now A says it's just over there. Help yourself.
Help yourself.
Anything
else?
Help yourself.
Help yourself.
Anything else? B says some spinach perhaps. Just
Perhaps, sir, might be
Just
शायद मेरी शादी का गया. So that is shayad, perhaps. Perhaps your mother is calling me because, okay. All right. Yeah, exactly. So shayad means perhaps. Perhaps means 50-50. And very quickly, I will pause the recording for 2 seconds and play this song on YouTube because I don't want any copyright strikes. Just 2 seconds, okay? You will never ask me the meaning of perhaps.
I think when you were 20, you in your 20th, you liked that song, na? Shayad Mere Shadi Ka Khayal, because your love is love marriage. Sorry, your marriage is love marriage.
Yeah, I loved songs when I was.
The music was amazing, sir.
Yeah, lovely music.
If I remember that, I will search on Spotify.
Shahid, don't say perhaps. Okay.
I never said that.
Say
Sir.
yes or no.
I said yes or no.
Or no. Yes, that's not a good idea. Perhaps means now.
But I never say no.
Some sentences.
Nobody.
In some sentences, people colloquially, instead of using perhaps, they use the word maybe.
might be.
No, maybe. And they use this word maybe as one word. Remember, no space between may and be. For example, maybe I will be absent tomorrow. So perhaps I will be absent tomorrow. Perhaps can be replaced by the word maybe, but must be written as one word together. Yes. May and be separate are 2 different things. That is different. I may be absent tomorrow. This maybe will be separate. I may space be absent tomorrow. Maybe as one word, I will be absent tomorrow. Maybe he likes you as one word, maybe. Here, maybe is one word. Perhaps he likes you. Maybe he likes you. Okay. Simple. Yes. You got your answer.
Sir, difference between perhaps and probably?
There are 2 words.
Is it probably about like lagbhag?
Probably. Yeah.
No.
Take me to hint. Now, lagbhag. Now, probably is not about lagbhag, but probably means can be lagbhag in one certain situation when we are talking about the chances of something. For example, how long will I have to wait? Probably 15 minutes. It means you will probably have to wait for 15 minutes. Okay. Not probably 15 minutes means about 15 minutes. Understand? Probably 15 minutes means you will probably have to wait for 15 minutes. So probably is the short word.
19% chance that.
There is a 90% chance that you'll have to wait for 15 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, another. I will not say 90%. It can be 89 as well. Okay.
Okay, so
But yeah, that
basically,
was cool.
perhaps is shayad like 50-50%, and probably is
Like,
mostly.
More confirm.
okay. I was studying maths. Okay. Probability. Yeah, probability. Yeah, percentage.
It's
It
about
can be more.
prediction.
Yeah, but when we make sentences like this, I think she will probably accept the offer. She will probably.
Accept the
It
offer.
means I think it is likely that she will accept the offer. Okay, so probably is an adverb which makes that something is likely.
Yes.
Probably. Okay.
Okay, yeah, fine.
They will probably never agree. They will probably never agree. In Hindi, we have a word which we use, sambhavta. No. That is sambhavna. Probability is a noun. Sambhavta. Sambhavta as an adverb. Okay. Sambhavta वो बीमार होंगे. संभवतः वो अस्वस्थ होंगे. वो क्यों नहीं आए अभी तक? संभवतः वो अस्वस्थ होंगे. Why is he not here yet? He is probably sick.
But I never heard this. But even our Hindi
I
is
am
not
very
good, no?
lucky that I belong to that generation, the last generation that has good Hindi and managed to learn English as well. Because unfortunately, today's generation, majority of them do not have good Hindi.
No, you
I'm
are
not
right.
saying they have good English or not. That's another thing. But one thing is certain, they don't have good Hindi.
Good Hindi, sir.
ये औपचारिकताएं करने का ख्याल कहाँ से आता है आपको? अभी मैंने ख्याल यहाँ पर बोल दिया है उर्दू वर्ड, तो actually it is very difficult for me to separate Urdu and Hindi. I don't like the idea.
So vichar,
I
sir,
watched.
instead of khayal.
या ये
ये
औपचारिकता करने का विचार कहाँ से आता है आपको? बट इट इज सम ऑड.
yes. So my
If
point
you have
is,
watched Jodha Akbar, you will know lots of Hindi, sir.
No,
Jodha
I
Akbar
think
series.
probably that would be Urdu.
Jodha, most of time Jodha said in pure Hindi.
Okay, I was thinking about Akbar.
by the way, languages are nowadays political,
Yeah.
and you talk about language. Soon the conversation will turn to politics, you see, because there's so much politics going on with all these things. But still, I would like to share my experience with my knowledge with you. And I don't care that it might be considered political, what I'm saying, but I have to say what I know. Today, people quarrel about Urdu and Hindi as languages because it suits certain political, viewpoint. But the fact is, both these languages are quite new. Urdu is not a language. Urdu has just come into existence when Persian and Hindi came together. Then we got Urdu. Urdu is a result of Persian and Hindi. And Hindi, that you think pure, was never a language. If you go back in history, just 1,000 years, then you will realize that Pali was more popular in all these areas where people speak Hindi today. Pali, a language which is almost extinct. At the time of Buddha, there was no Hindi. It was only Pali. Hindi is a modern, Hindi is not an old language. The reason why Tamil people get angry when they talk about making Hindi a national language, the national language of India, they hate this idea. Even you would hate this idea because you would say it is insult to them because Tamil is one of the oldest languages in the world. If Tamil can be compared to something, it can be compared to Sanskrit. Tamil and Sanskrit have been, we will say, sophisticated languages from the past. Hindi is not from the past. Urdu is not from the past. These are recent languages. They have come up recently. If you go back in history, you will not find anything which will show you Hindi. You will not find any manuscript written in Hindi. So Hindi is a very modern language. Even the term Hindi is not very old. So from where would this language be old? Think about it. The term Hindi itself is not very old. So because I am an educator, I am not Dhruv Rathi, okay? Dhruv Rathi is today not an educator anymore. He has absolutely chosen a side, and he is ready to put his credibility on the line to support his political, ideology. Unfortunately, he was a guy I really liked, but recently he did this India versus Bharat video, and he took his audience for a ride. He took his audience for a ride. He fooled all his audience, saying he was talking about Megasthenes' book or somebody else's book, and he showed, "Dekho, yahan bhi India likha hai." Stupid son of a gun! I got really angry at him for considering his audience so stupid. If you are reading a translation of a book today, then that translation will use today's vocabulary, right? You don't have the original book, so don't tell me that they use the word India. There is no two ways about it that India was a slur used for us. Indian was a slur. Slur means a bad word, okay? Used for us. It was an insult. They used Indians, they called us Indians to show that we were uncivilized. They thought we were uncivilized. So they called us Indians. Not only here, they went to America and they called them Indians too. Wherever they went to South America, they called them Indians too. Wherever they went, and they thought that the people were backward and uncivilized, they called them Indians, because Indians meant for them uncivilized. But it's another thing that we, with our might, with our actions, with our achievements, we have changed this slur into something that we can proudly say. Today, if we say I'm an Indian, there is no slur attached to it. We have, in 300 years only, 400 years, we have totally changed the meaning of the word with our own might, with our own actions, with our own achievements. Why are there Indians in America? Red Indians? Why are there Indians in Africa and other places? Why are they called Indians? Sometimes this Indian, that Indian. Why are they called Indians? If we were from Indus River, and that's why we are Indians, these are those people who are not ready to accept the truth. Remember, whether the left speaks the truth, accept it. Whether the right speaks the truth, accept it. No matter who says the truth, who speaks the truth, you must accept the truth. If the BJP said that the word India is a slur, it was a slur, it was an insult, an MP made this statement, and he was from the BJP party. Just because the BJP said it doesn't mean you have to reject it. If the BJP said that you are the son of your parents, you will reject this? That now I'm not the son of my parents, then? What kind of attitude is this? So Dhruv Rathi has become very political, and he has got anger towards the ruling party right now, which is his personal matter. He can carry that feeling. I don't care. I'm not a very big fond of the ruling party either. But when it comes to accepting the truth, accept the truth, whoever says the truth. Don't look at the person's name and identity before you accept what he's saying is truth or not. If it is truth, accept it. So Indian was a slur. I was very angry about it. And somebody said, like, Sehwag said that something in support of Bharat. Okay, it is true that the BJP is doing politics over it. It is also true, 100%. Because ever since the opposition named themselves India, they have become a little, edgy about it. They don't want to carry on using the word India. They think they will get a lot of publicity. Psychologists might have told them that if you keep saying India, India, it might, actually benefit the opposition. So they said, okay, we'll use the word Bharat. I know their use of Bharat is not coming out of love for the country, but that is also true that the word India was a slur, and Indian was not a respectful word. When they called us Indians, they were showing us negativity, their hatred. They looked down upon us, calling us Indians. We have changed the meaning of that word in just 200-300 years. It was a bad word. There's no two ways about it. Anybody who knows a little bit language and history of language, they know Indian was a bad word. They still play a game called Cowboys and Indians in America, where cowboys are the people with the guns and Indians are the people who have to save themselves. And boys enjoy being cowboys when they play the game. The fair-skinned white guys, they like being the cowboy, not the Indians. Indians are those, the Native Americans. So why do they have the game called Cowboys and Indians? Come on, people, for politics, you cannot compromise with reality and knowledge. I can't. I can be on the side of left when they are speaking the truth. I will be on the side of the right when they are speaking the truth. I don't have a side. My side is always the truth. Whoever says that. When it comes to voting, everybody votes. Whoever they want to vote, they will vote. But I will not sit in public and say something that is wrong, that is factually incorrect. Dhruv Rathi did that. He lost his credibility because of this. Again, his audiences, if they're smart, when my nephew was watching that video recently about the controversy of Bharat and India, he made a video. I told my nephew, I said, I challenge you, find where he is trying to take you for a ride, where he's taking his audience for a ride. Find it. It's very difficult for anybody, no matter how clever speakers they are, that they can fool me with their words. I may not have the knowledge about everything, but when you're fooling me with words, I'll be able to catch you. He showed you translation of a old traveler who came to India, and because the book has the word India, he's saying, देखो तो इंडिया तो इतना पुराना आदमी के बुक में लिखा है. अरे कितनी गालियां देने का मन करेगा. तुम उसकी बुक दिखा रहे हो कि उसके ट्रांसलेशन दिखा रहे हो आज? तो उसके बुक में इंडिया लिखा था. Just because the translation has the word India. India word didn't exist back then, the time they're talking about. Dhruv Rathi tried to defend the word is so old. English people did not call us Indians first. Yes, they called us Indians.
I can't hear you.
They were the first people to call us Indians. And they used it as a swear word for us, to show insult. Yes, Sarita? आप लोग देखो बच्चों, मैं आप सब लोग को स्टूडेंट के तौर पे देखता हूँ सबको, ठीक है? तो मेरा काम होता है सिर्फ फैक्ट्स बता देना. बाकी उसके बाद आपकी पॉलिटिकल लीनेज जिधर भी जाती है, आप जो मानना माने, नो प्रॉब्लम्स, आई हैव नथिंग टू से अबाउट इट. बट आई शेयर्ड द फैक्ट्स विद यू दैट इट इज अ फैक्ट दैट दे यूज द वर्ड इंडियन टू अब्यूज अस. We have changed the meaning of the word. Okay, so have you heard this line? अगर life तुम्हें नींबू दो तो, if life throws lemons at you, then you make lemonade.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we did.
That's what we did, sir. That's what we did. Yes.
That's what we did. That's what we did. They called us Indians. We said, all right, we are Indians. Here we go. And today we are proudly Indians. No problems.
Now India is a brand.
India is not a slur anymore.
Yes.
Okay. But those who try to whitewash the beginning of it, they are bad. They are not doing, they are not being fair, right? If those who are telling you that it was never a slur, it was never a slur, they are not being fair to you. And if they are politicians, you can condone them because politicians have their limitations, right? They cannot be truthful. But teachers should be, right? Must be truthful. And that's why I like Vikas sir. He doesn't care. He doesn't care whether he is supporting the BJP or he is, or he is opposing the BJP. He doesn't care. When he made the comment about Ram and Sita and Ramayana, he didn't care. And then when he talked about India and Bharat, he didn't care. He is very nice, when it comes to expressing opinions, he doesn't care what
Who
he
is
is saying.
Vikas sir, sir?
Vikas Divyakirti, sir,
Okay, okay, fine,
the
fine.
one
Yeah, I understood. Yeah,
very respectable person.
yeah, he is.
Sarita said she couldn't hear me. Everybody, right?
Yes, sir.
Good one. So next, where were we?
Here. Some
Help yourself. Anything else or something else?
Anything
Anything
else?
else? It's a question. It's a question. Anything else? Now, I'm not saying something else is not possible. Something else is possible in a positive sentence, right? Anything else is possible in question and negative. Okay. I don't want anything else. And something else I wanted to remind you is, okay, like that, positive. Or some spinach perhaps. Just
a little.
a little. How
Just a
much
little.
is that altogether?
Altogether.
How much is that altogether? That's 7 pounds 50,
Pound 50,
please.
please.
4.4. Listen and check. We don't need to. Now, number 2, correct the mistakes in these sentences. Number 1, there are too much children in my daughter's class.
There are too many children in my daughter's class.
Oh, how does it sound when you say that too much children, as if you're talking about some powder or water or something? Too many children.
Even I read that too many children. I thought, why you are reading too much?
Yes, there are too many children in my daughter's class. 2, Adam has a new job and he is making
He is making so much money.
so much money. Number 3, I don't eat the fish because I don't like it.
I don't eat fish.
I don't like this because I don't like it.
Because I don't like it. Why should we not? Somebody asked, your friend asked you, why can't I use the fish? Your explanation, Adnan?
He's talking in general.
Very good answer. When you talk about nouns in general, you don't use articles. Okay. Normally don't use articles. I don't eat fish. Fish in general. Okay, number 4.
There isn't any chicken in my.
There isn't
Any chicken in my chicken pie.
There isn't any chicken in my chicken pie. Okay.
It happened with me, sir. I ordered a chicken pizza, but there weren't any chicken in my pizza.
The best way, just order normal pizza and put chicken at home on it. But then you need the seasoning as well, because only chicken will not taste good unless you have the seasoning. And you have to bake that chicken as well. It's quite complicated, actually. It's not that easy. Number 5, it's Fred's party tonight and I don't have something to wear.
Anything to wear.
It's Fred's party tonight. I had a lazy day yesterday. I didn't do nothing. Right. And you will hear some people, I am do nothing. I am do nothing. Some people will say in movies or on YouTube, I am do nothing. Okay. That is substandard English. You don't need to copy them. You need to know, I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Can I have any milk in my tea, please?
Could I have some milk tea, please?
I came to work by car this morning. Fortunately, there wasn't many traffic.
There wasn't much traffic.
Any traffic.
Yeah, those people who are, by the way, not all the students are very vocal. I can clearly see that. So those who are not very vocal, if this is new information for you, please don't ignore it. Without having confidence about these basic things, you're not going to speak very well. Okay. Fortunately, there wasn't much traffic. Yesterday, we had this huge debate, conversation about the importance of listening. These are the exercises that you do while you're listening, additional exercises, so that you know the concept as well. You assist your listening by doing these exercises, studying grammar. Otherwise, if you only listen and you do not have any grammar lessons, it might be difficult for you to understand why not many, why much, and all these things. So some grammar exercises to assist your listening is good, but listening is useful. Fortunately, there wasn't many traffic.
There wasn't any traffic.
That's great, no problems. But you are changing the meaning. And when you correct the sentence, you don't change the meaning.
change
The
the
person
meaning.
is saying there wasn't many traffic. The
Yep,
person is
yep,
saying there wasn't many traffic. When you say there wasn't any traffic, you change the meaning.
yep,
When you
yep.
yeah, no traffic. But there wasn't many traffic means there wasn't much traffic. So that
Much
is
traffic.
right way to say it. A person
Yes.
is making a grammatical
Right,
error,
right.
not a factual
There
error,
were
by the way.
traffic, but not much.
Yes, there was traffic, but not much. Because this person is also saying the same thing, but grammatically wrong. Not everybody follows the grammar correctly. The person is saying the same thing. There wasn't many traffic. Zyada traffic nahi tha. It's another thing that the person made a grammatical error, not a factual error. If you correct it with any, it means the earlier the person made a factual error, not only a grammatical error.
Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast? Okay, so correction is for breakfast.
What did you
Okay.
have for
Number two,
breakfast?
could I
You could
have
have left to school, please. No, please.
a lift to school, please? Could you give me a lift? Could I have a lift to school? Not the lift, okay? Could I have a lift
I
to
left
school?
to school.
We had this here, no? Here, take a look. Can you give me a lift home? Not the lift home, okay? And if you are Bobby Deol from the movie, what was the name of the movie? Avara Pagal Divana, something like that. Amila Pagla Divana. So if you are Bobby Deol from that film, for you, can I lift you, please? He said
Can I
that
lift
line
you?
because he was uneducated. So he said to the girl, can I lift you?
He was on bike.
He was on his bike and he said to the girl, can I lift you?
Oh my goodness.
Sir,
He
sir,
didn't
I
get
have a question. Like
question,
query. Just yeah.
question.
So question,
Question. Yes.
question.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I have a question that what I was asking. Okay. So I will ask to you or I will ask you.
Everybody answer. Ask you or ask to you?
Sir, both are
What do you think?
correct, but
Yeah,
there is some condition, sir.
it depends on
If
context.
if
Where are you
if
asking?
he needs your advice, then he say, I will ask to you.
पापा से पूछो मेरे से मत पूछो पापा से पूछो go ask to papa go ask papa which is correct पापा से पूछो
Go
हमसे
ask
मत
to
पूछो
Papa.
Go ask to her.
go ask papa जो लोग टू बोल रहे हैं ध्यान दें और ज्यादा अभी और मेहनत करने की जरूरत है दोस्तों बिकॉज इसके कोई एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं सीधा सीधा बोल दो यार सुनते हो हमेशा यही don't ask me silly questions like this don't ask me not to me okay so ask somebody ask somebody okay no need to put the word to ask somebody okay
Okay. So I will ask to eat Ramesh, Rajesh, anything. It is fine.
nah I will ask Rakesh
I will ask.
okay now I will ask Rakesh this question हम राकेश से पूछेंगे ये बात okay I will ask Rakesh this question but I will ask Rakesh about it I will ask Rakesh about it I will ask Rakesh about it
Okay.
आप सुनो
And
मेरी बात
yeah.
बोल दो
Yeah, I
Go
was
ahead.
saying like if I have used that the verb before that Rakesh, then will it like it will be a correct sentence or it will be grammatically
Example.
incorrect? Like I
please.
was telling that I will ask him. No. I will ask to eat Rakesh. No, sorry. It doesn't mean. Okay, I will ask to. I will ask to execute this program to Rakesh.
Okay. Now you're using to infinitive. To
For
put the
infinitive.
subject. I'll ask your dad to help you. I will ask your dad to help you. No problem.
No, that is fine. But
Then
see, you used I will ask your dad, but I am not using their dad. I will ask to execute this program to Rajesh or
you are
anything.
unnecessarily complicating your sentence. Put the word Rajesh after ask and then say, I will ask Rajesh
Yeah,
to
then
execute.
then
execute
it
the
is fine.
program.
But is it
Yeah.
possible to keep it backward? Okay, so that will be grammatically incorrect sentence. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you were telling something. I hope you forgot that what you were telling, but if you remember, you can go ahead, sir. Sorry.
Don't get this idea that when we are offline and when the students are online, they have a lot to ask, they have a lot of questions, they have a lot of confusion.
You are right. Some students do become more, confident when they are not sitting in the class. But Nick, it is not true with the students in this class because Nikhil is a grown-up person. He is 26, 27 already. He has a job. And even when he's sitting in the class, he is like that, no problems. But you're right, that happens with some people. There are a couple of students I have, they never open their in the class, in the physical class. But when they go online, they sometimes speak a lot. So it is
Yes,
true.
sir. I was one
Usually,
of them.
nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so, sir. I was one of them. I was very quiet in
Okay.
elementary grades.
Then,
After that,
that was because of your inability to speak. As you grew confident, you started talking. That's a good sign. But some students feel, "Ja kuch hi kar lete masterwa."
That was funny.
I should have said this, but my English is very good
That
when
is
I
fun.
think. Like,
Now, listen to me. This feeling is just a result of, I will say, lack of exposure. When you think, okay, when you were 10 years old, 12 years old, you did not have any exposure. So you didn't even understand English that well. Okay. You gave yourself more exposure and now you have reached a level where you understand English well, but you still feel not very confident when you're speaking. I understand. So this process needs to continue for a couple of more years and then that feeling will go away. The problem is once a student starts to understand English, they become more impatient. This is exactly our conversation was yesterday. All of them, this guy, he got scolded a little bit yesterday, Adnan, because he was insisting that no, speaking is necessary. A lot of people get this. Now, you help me in a way to explain my ideas better. So when you do not know English, you do everything, you listen to your teacher, and you don't have a choice to speak because you can't speak. Okay, so you're fine with that. So you improve, you spend 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and now you've reached a level where you understand English and you speak a little bit. So now you're more angry with yourself or unhappy with yourself that you understand but you can't speak. But you don't realize one thing, that this was a process that has enabled you to understand and speak a little. So if this process continues for some time more, then you'll start to speak English as well. Okay, so there is nothing to complain about it here. It's actually something to take confidence from, that I have managed to improve myself to this level where I appreciate English spoken to me. Now I want to speak that way for longer. I need to listen longer and longer. One day you will start to speak automatically. You don't have to practice speaking. This is such a big misconception in people's minds. They think they need to speak in order to practice speaking. The sounds that we hear are so powerful. They will have an impact on you. From this level where you are, if you keep listening to something that you understand for next 4 or 5 years, you will be speaking very good English. But the question is, will you be able to hold your patience for next 4 or 5 years? The problem is now that you can understand and you can form some sentences, you are more impatient. The closer you get to the destination, you become more impatient. That is the case here. When you were young, you didn't have any impatience. You had no choice. You just sat and you observed, you observed, you observed. That has enabled you to this level. You go to you can't give credit to your schools. Your school didn't teach you English, right? So what did you do outside your school? Outside your school, you gave yourself exposure, input. Carry on with that process. You are midway, that's all. So you can also, like a glass is half empty, half full, half filled. So you can think of it this way, that you have managed to come halfway down. There is still something to achieve, something, some way to go. And you're ready to cover that distance as well. Okay. So it was so easy to explain it to you, because the way you asked me this question, it helped me. Yesterday, I got a little worked up, because of your insistence,
Yes.
Okay. So people get worked up means people get excited and angry, okay, annoyed. All right. Plural form. Carrot, carrots, potato, potatoes, peach, peaches, fruit. Yes, fruits, if it is countable. Otherwise, it is uncountable as well. Okay. Lemon, lemons, family, families. I'm not gonna check the spelling, guys. Child, children, boy, person, two persons and people, both. Persons is formal and people is informal. Man, men. So somehow we have managed to finish this exercise. Now, exercise 3. Was this your homework? On page number 47? Was this your homework?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yes. Some people are saying yes as well.
You gave it.
I tend to believe those who say yes. Because if I didn't
Yes, sir.
assign homework, nobody would say yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
those who are saying no, perhaps didn't remember. So it was the homework, right? Okay,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to check this tomorrow. Shall I share with you 4.9? No, maybe not now. Okay. Writing section, we will do. Definitely. This will be your homework for tomorrow, guys. In the writing section, you will read this postcard, and you notice that in this postcard, the word nice has been used again and again, too many times, too often. Okay, so you have to rewrite this postcard using these adjectives. Is that the homework? Is that the exercise? Just a second. Getting from France, we are having a nice time. We are not skiing, obviously, we are hiking the mountain. Yes, okay. Guys, so you have some homework, very important. You're going to read this postcard, and because the nice word has been used too many times, you have to replace the word nice with other adjectives. Okay, and those adjectives can be one of these. Okay, you can use the adjectives from this box. You have to rewrite this postcard using the adjectives from here.
Okay.
And exercise 2 as well.
Okay.
Fine.
And
That's
anything else?
all. Nothing else. Just this much.
Thank you.
It is in the main book. I am putting it in the group, and if you text me on Telegram, Pawan, I'll add you to the group as well. Okay, fine. That's all for today, everybody. Bye-bye. See ya.
Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Bye.
sir.
Bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Good night.